and welcome to Let's Bleepin Play. We're no longer lost, Sean.
I'm the Flying Masons.
And I can't stand the sewers, Thomas. Like, I know people are watching that last part, like, it's not that hard to get lost, I'm aware. Anytime I'm in this area, it just all looks the same, I get lost easily here. Don't judge me, I'll cry.
But don't worry, what was lost has now been found.
Yeah, I'm just putting this out on the internet. Don't judge me.
Oh, goodness, that man's very dead.
He's fine. Walk it off.
No, but Sean, Batman doesn't kill.
Walk it off.
Yeah, exactly. He's just gonna rub some dirt on it. He'll be fine.
Ah,
Batman doesn't kill.
Oh, sorry, I forgot.
And if I have the effort, I'm tempted to just go through all the times he's not killed.
In air quotes.
What was it when I did that Batman 97 in 60 seconds?
You mean Batman 89?
Yes. Why did I say 67?
97?
Why did I say 97?
But
That's
Batman
when
89...
Batman and Robin came out.
Yeah.
Anyways.
That in 60 seconds would be, oh no. Just sustained for 60 seconds.
But yeah, he never... God damn it.
Sean, Batman doesn't kill.
That's true. He has his one rule.
Good Batman doesn't kill. Glares at Ben Affleck. I say that I actually did like Ben Affleck in the role.
Yes, I wish he would have gotten his own movie.
My dad, of all people, really didn't. Like, my dad really did not like Ben Affleck as Batman.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
I don't know what it was. It just, he really did not like him as Batman.
Interesting.
In the end, I think Ben Affleck would have liked to do his own movie, and direct it and all those sort of things. But, like,
I mean,
dealing with Warner Brothers was just something...
Oh, why did I do that?
Was not something he was interested in dealing with.
Why did you not see it? Are you stupid? Oh, thank God he's stupid.
He was like, I felt a night...
Oh, shit.
Okay, well, he's not stupid.
He's
blind.
not stupid anymore.
He's not ridiculously blind.
So, over this past weekend, we were talking about things that we've watched recently in the last episode. Over this past weekend, I watched Noah Baumbach's masterpiece, Madagascar 3. I forgot how funny that movie is.
Oh, Madagascar 3 is funny as shit.
That movie is hilarious. Like, I thought it was good, because I was watching through, like, the whole Madagascar trilogy, and I got to 3, and I was like, okay, this is going to be just, like, one of those movies I really liked as a kid, and now I'm going to be watching it as an adult and be like, it's not going to be as good. It's really funny.
The Madagascar 3 is very funny.
Maybe I'm average intelligence after all, perhaps even slightly above. No, I do not think so.
I have next to no thoughts on the Madagascar trilogy.
I know, you've brought that up several times.
I don't think they're necessarily bad. I just don't have any thoughts on them. They exist.
No, like I said, I think you've brought that up several times.
It's probably, I think, the best DreamWorks trilogy.
Not even remotely, considering they have Kung Fu Panda.
I forgot about Kung Fu Panda.
How to Train Your Dragon.
How to Train Your Dragon, and even though Shrek 3 is such a bad thing,
well, that's the thing. Shrek 3 is bad, so I don't know if I'd call Shrek a good trilogy.
I forgot about Kung Fu Panda. All right, I'll give it second best then.
I'll take that because I haven't watched the How to Train Your Dragon trilogy. Because I thought the first one was just okay.
Mm-hmm.
I brought it up several times, but I thought the first one was just okay.
Mm-hmm. I think the first two, I think 1 and 2 are like decently good. I think they're solid movies. I have no thoughts on 3. 3 is just a nothing movie to me.
I have more thoughts on 3 than I did on 2.
Really?
Yeah, I did not care for 2.
Interesting.
But
Shut up.
But yes, if I were picking a DreamWorks trilogy, it would be Kung Fu Panda.
That's fair.
And that is even feeling that I have my feeling of Kung Fu Panda 3 being a pretty sizable drop off from the first two.
Yeah,
Well,
I would agree.
Kung Fu Panda technically isn't a trilogy.
Yes, it's technically a quadrilogy now.
Yes. And I actually really liked 4.
I know you did. You also, I think, like 3 quite a bit more than I do.
I do like.
I was gonna say I didn't hate 3, but 3 was like the ultimate. This really didn't need to exist.
Yeah.
I mean, I will say that I think 3 is the weakest. I think it's even weaker than 4, actually, but it doesn't make it bad.
I still haven't seen 4 because the trailers looked so lame.
It looked, yeah.
And I'm like, oh, I really don't want to put myself through
Kung
that.
Fu Panda 2 is arguably the best or the second best DreamWorks film, in my opinion.
It's top 3.
Well, what is it fighting against for you?
Puss in Boots. Last week.
Okay, I was about to say the first one.
Puss in Boots
That's
Last
a bold
Wish.
take. Okay, that's fair. Yeah.
And Kung Fu Panda 2 are probably my 2 favorites. I would then probably throw Shrek 2 in there.
You and I have the exact same top 3 DreamWorks then.
I think Shrek 2 would be my next one.
What the hell would my top 5 DreamWorks
That's kind of like
Because
after 3,
after Shrek 2, I'm like, what the hell else is there?
probably I'd immediately just go to Shrek. It feels like.
I'm just trying to think of all DreamWorks has. Well, again, should specify this. I haven't seen The Wild Robot yet, which I hear is
Oh, that's
another,
right. That is DreamWorks.
which I hear is another one of just a masterpiece.
That might
I've
immediately
been
be
meaning
one
to
of those.
watch
Yeah,
that.
that's right up there. But yeah, so none of us have seen Wild Robot.
Yeah, that's true.
Eh.
I mean, I said like in contention for like that 4 or 5 spot. I don't in no necessary order, but I do like Shrek, Kung Fu Panda, How to Train Your Dragon.
I think I brought it up.
Megamind are all.
Oh, Megamind is pretty good.
Megamind.
I brought it up before. Probably one of the hottest movie takes I have is that I think Shrek is just fine.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's good. I don't think it's fantastic.
Well, I
Like
said
a
that.
lot of people say it is.
I said that about How to Train Your Dragon.
Mm-hmm.
So nowadays, I don't know which one of that's a hotter take. So
I don't know. I think people look back more fond on Shrek than they do How to Train Your Dragon.
Oh, I
I
mean,
think.
the How to Train Your Dragon fans are rabid.
okay,
Seen
so
Shrek fans though.
I mean, they also
yes,
know that.
but Shrek fans also are partially memeing.
Mm-hmm.
Like
point.
there are genuine Shrek fans, and I myself consider myself one of them. I
Mm-hmm.
do consider myself a Shrek fan. I really like it, but like I'm also, if someone says, "Oh no, Shrek 1 is just fine," I don't go
Mm-hmm.
like, "Oh, you're a bastard."
Clearly, because you would have said that a lot by now.
Yeah, I really like Shrek 1. I'm also someone who, I respect other people's opinions. I'm not like How to Train Your Dragon fans. No, I'm kidding.
Damn.
Kidding, obviously.
Yeah, I feel like this isn't the first time we've spent a DreamWorks conversation on one
No.
of these episodes, but
Okay, DreamWorks is just a more interesting conversation topic than like a lot of, because like we can talk about Disney, but a lot of Disney is just us gushing and then going, yeah, that new shit wasn't good, but hey, I'm nostalgic, bitch. So
yeah, that's fair.
But like DreamWorks is they're
Up and
very
down.
hit and miss.
yeah,
They're a lot more like
I
up and down when it comes to their.
DreamWorks has a lot of films that are just fine, but
That
I
is
like
true.
their just fine films more than I think I like Disney's just fine, if that makes any sense.
I know Mason wouldn't because of weird reviewing, but I would have Over the Hedge pretty high.
What do you mean weird?
Do you not remember that whole thing we went on?
I do remember that. I still stand by it.
No, that's stupid. 2 out of 5 is a failing grade,
It was
Mason.
2.5. Thank you very much.
No, it wasn't. You changed it.
Did I change it?
Yes, you changed it to 2.5.
It was initially 2.
Because the whole thing is you were like, 2's a good grade. No, it's not. 2 out of 5 is not a good grade. I wouldn't have even minded if you didn't like the movie. Just say you didn't like the movie, but you rated it 2 stars and you're like, no, it's good. What the are you on?
I don't even think it's good. I think it's fine.
I think it's hilarious.
That's still 2 is still bad. 2 out of 5 you think is bad.
It's true.
Well, I wouldn't watch it again. We're not having. We don't have to have this.
I'm not having this conversation.
We don't have to have this. Anyways, other.
Ooh, Riddler trophies.
What do y'all think of Boss Baby? Anything?
I really like Over the Hedge.
Let's call it Steve. Steve.
It's a pretty name.
Said by Steve Carell.
Honestly, what cracks me up most is William Shatner in that scene where it's like, "Oh, great and powerful Steve. What do you want?"
Nick Nolte as an angry bear. Bruce Willis as a raccoon.
Bruce Willis as like a scumbag raccoon.
Bruce Willis giving like a
performance. From my mind. I should have been
He's
Better than
definitely
Owen Wilson
a
in
voice
Cars.
actor in quotes.
more eager than ever to find an explanation for
What?
why
I just don't think he's very good in that
someone
movie.
would do this.
What? You're looking like you want to say something. You should just say it.
You know,
I like that Mason says Bruce Willis isn't doing a good job. That's a fair opinion. But not 5 minutes ago, he's like, yeah, no, Kung Fu Panda 4 is great, which has Aquafina just being Aquafina.
Well, I never said I liked her in it. Probably my least favorite
you
part
know,
of that movie.
if Bruce Willis in Over the Hedge, instead of being a raccoon, was a car, he would have rated it 5 stars.
God damn it. If Over the Hedge was Cars.
You'd like it.
Over the Hedge is funny, damn it. And it's charming.
It's funnier than Cars.
It's charming. It's hilarious. It's got top of the line actors going crazy. And while the
God damn it.
animation is definitely early 2000s, and some of it has not aged well.
When did that movie come out? Like 06?
That's 2000.
It's 06.
Was it 06?
I
That's what I was
think
thinking.
it's 06.
Because it was the first full year I'd worked at the movie theater.
Yeah, 06.
But yeah, no,
I don't think it's top. It's probably not. It's not top 5, but I would put it
No,
at the
it's
back.
not.
It's probably back into top 10 on if I had a DreamWorks list.
I think so. I'd put Over the Hedge like a level above Monsters vs. Aliens kind of thing.
Yeah, yeah.
I'd put Monsters vs. Aliens above, honestly.
I can't agree
We're
with
gonna have to
that.
do a DreamWorks tier list now.
Oh, god damn it. I don't want to.
Like Monsters vs. You're like, Bruce Willis is, giving a half asleep performance. 90% of the Monsters vs. Aliens are half asleep.
Reese Witherspoon, particularly. And again, I like that movie.
I do.
I like that movie, but holy shit, I watched it last year, and Reese Witherspoon, I'm like, oh my god, you do not give a fuck.
There are so many actors in that, and you have to be like, that was a paycheck movie for so many people on that. Oh. And again, Monsters vs. Alien is a enjoyable, pretty mid movie, but it is enjoyable.
Yeah, again, I like it.
Oh yeah, it's fun. It's got some very funny moments in it.
Where Bob forgets he can breathe.
Weirdly, it's one of the funniest Seth Rogen voice performances.
Yeah.
Who designed this button anyway? You did, sir.
Fair enough. Man, Stephen Colbert as the president is honestly probably the funniest part of that movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Eat
I don't
lead,
know.
alien scum. Apparently they eat lead.
I don't know. Kiefer Sutherland as the general
general is
is quite good.
I'd cry, but my tear ducts were welded shut in the war.
Honestly, I think the worst character in it is the Rainn Wilson evil alien.
He's fine. But
He's very Rainn Wilson.
yeah, that's fair.
And I don't know.
Why'd I do that? Oh, that worked out.
They're just so stunned at Batman falling into the middle of it. To sum it up, a lot of DreamWorks is solid.
Damn it.
There are very bad DreamWorks, don't get me wrong, they do exist. But a lot of them are...
Shark Tale, baby.
Yup.
Boy, talk about a movie that has ardent defenders, Shark Tale.
Really?
Yeah.
Every movie has ardent defenders.
Like that.
Shark Tales, I also don't know, again, if they're being ironic or not.
There are a lot of people nostalgic for Shark Tale.
Look,
But they're wrong.
Look, I understand the idea of like every movie having its defenders. What is there to defend about Shark Tale?
It's a story about redemption.
What is there even in Shark Tale to defend?
It's about redemption, Mason. You gotta give it a pass. It's all about redemption.
It's a family picture.
Oh, it could qualify as a horror movie with half of the designs. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
So
It's got Martin Scorsese in it. It's got to be good.
if you're wanting to know something, Mason, Monsters vs. Aliens average score on Letterboxd is 2.8.
Oh god,
Shark
what Shark
Tales
Tales?
is 2.9.
Ew. Ew. Why?
Now
why?
it-
This is why God's bringing down the rapture.
It's also important to say that The Last Despicable Me is, I think, still 2.9 or 3 on Letterboxd.
Why?
Mason trying to bring it down with his half star, but
I haven't even watched the new Despicable Me movie. I'm just why?
but
I mean, I say that whatever.
it'd be a whatever.
I haven't watched any of the Despicable Me movies after.
So you're individually opening each.
Yeah,
of
I
these?
am, and I missed that one. How did I miss that one? I was right
you
there.
missed. How did you miss? He was right there.
I thought I did it. I thought I turned off the damn. I mean, it's been a month since I've played this game, so. Oh god damn it! It was literally right there too. I'm a idiot.
What do y'all think of Turbo? Huh?
I really like Over the Hedge. I've never seen Turbo.
I also haven't.
Because I heard Ryan Reynolds is a super fast snail, and I'm like, no, I'm not watching that fucking movie.
I did.
I like that you did the South Park voice.
Because that's all I. Because you hear Ryan Reynolds as a super fast snail, and all I think of is Rob Schneider is Kenny, rated PG-13. That's all I think of.
Oh, it fits so well. And I kind of hate it.
All right.
Dwayne Johnson is Santa's #1 man in Red 1, rated PG-13. Haven't seen that either, because why would I watch Red 1?
I mean, remember, Dwayne Johnson watched Oppenheimer and said, "Oh my gosh, I'm gonna make something like this."
I can't wait until Red 1 looks like
Legitimately was like, "This is why I'm making Red 1." Also, you
Hi.
big boy.
Yeah.
Arr,
Hey, 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 hey.
Batman, are you worried about your extended warranty? I'm just,
I own the extended warranties. I'm Bruce Wayne. What? I mean Batman. Oh, okay.
Hey, Batman, you want to play baseball? You want to play baseball?
You want to play baseball? Oh!
I'm just thinking of like other movies that you could do that voice of the. Zachary Levi is
The father of an autistic child. Is he the dad? I don't care. I never watched that trailer.
Which one are we even talking about?
The new autism
I
movie,
think he is
Unbreakable
the-
Boy or whatever.
He is the dad. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I was going for Harold and the Purple Crayon.
Oh.
We can't even figure out which
bad Zachary Levi film? That man had the whole world.
That man's fall off needs to be studied. Like,
Honestly,
oh my god.
how do you go from being in a Marvel movie, a Disney princess movie, and a DC movie to
the Unbreakable Boy and Harold
and Harold and the Purple Crayon? How do you do that? How do you go from being in those three things and being in really good those three things?
Not to mention, like, it's smaller because it didn't make quite as much money, but he also did get to play Kurt Warner in the.
And I heard that movie was good.
Yeah,
so.
I've heard it was solid. Like, again, like I know a bit about the Kurt Warner story, so like it's just one of those that's like, how do you fall that far?
That man, that needs to be studied because, like, oh my god.
Like,
Shazam 2 failing broke that man's mind. It had to.
it did, and maybe some of it is also like, like why. What was Dwayne Johnson not wanting to fight Shazam because he didn't like Zachary Levi, or I think most of that was just him wanting.
It was probably ego, but it's funny to think about.
It's his ego because he wanted to fight Superman. That's it's less to do with Zachary Levi, but Zachary Levi took it as an insult. It is
you will not believe, because like I would really like Tangled, but I don't watch it that often.
Mm-hmm.
So whenever Zachary Levi was having his fallout, and people were like, "Remember when he was Flynn Rider?" And I was like, "He was who?"
Yeah.
Look,
Yeah.
Chuck was one of my favorite shows back in the day. Even if its final season is not particularly great. I loved Chuck. And it sucks to be like, oh, that guy that I thought was like going to be something, and then he was almost something, is now really is nothing.
Eh,
For what felt like death,
Like,
the moral of the story is, kids, get your vaccinations.
I think the biggest thing is just like,
depraved tribe. What should have been revenge?
again, like political stuff aside with Zachary Levi.
Yeah, no,
just don't be an asshole to your co-stars.
Yeah, no, I just...
Like that's people you work with. Don't be assholes to people you work with.
Yeah.
You'd think people would understand that by now, but...
Or don't be assholes to people you work with, or you too will have to star in Harold and the Purple
You
Crowd.
two will have to star in Harold and the Purple Crowd.
This is Zachary Levi. He was an asshole to his co-stars. He had to star in Harold and the Purple Crayon. Don't be like Zachary Levi.
Think about what you're doing, kids.
Oh, okay. I was like, why are you spraying gel? Oh, okay.
I also love that the meme going around of like after like everything with Zachary Levi happened, people going like, "You're telling me the guy that was in Alvin and the Chipmunks, the Squeakquel, turned out to be this?"
I totally forgot he was even in that.
I mean, he took a lot of he did a lot of roles.
Yeah.
Again, he was kind of B or C list star really until Shazam.
Yeah.
B or C list star. You take a lot of random things to get that work and make that money. Don't blame him for.
No, I don't blame
yeah.
him. It's just one of those things where it's like, good God.
You were in that. Oh, okay. There was a time where NBC's lineup, like I loved watching, were things like I watched Chuck and Heroes, and
Oh God, Heroes.
I watched all of Heroes.
I watched half the first season.
Oh, so you watched the good half?
Yeah. So I watched the good part of Heroes.
Because about the halfway point, I mean, don't get me wrong, the penultimate episode of season 1 is actually really good. But yeah, at about the halfway point is where the season, you could tell the quality dropped off.
Well, from what I've heard, Heroes starts off great. Oh, no. For seasons 2, 3, and 4.
Yeah, that was a show that was hit hard by the writers.
It was
strike,
hit
wasn't
very
It was
hard.
hit very
It
hard
was
by the
hit
writers'
very
strike.
hard by the writers' strike. They had to really completely storylines were wrapped up quickly. But one of the big things that happened. Oh, you have a lot of plants to get rid of.
Yep.
One of the big things about Heroes was season 1 was co-wrote by what was written by Brian Fuller, who is pretty famous for a lot of his TV shows. He did Pushing Daisies, Better Off Dead.
I think Better Off Dead.
Dead, yeah. He wrote what is considered the best season of Star Trek Voyager, and a bunch of other. He's done a lot of stuff. He wrote most of season 1, and near the end of it, he and the creator of Heroes apparently fought nonstop.
Oh, Jesus.
And he left. And the creator was one of those that is big ego. I am making the greatest thing ever. I mean,
You were making a very typical superhero show that
He
had
was-
a couple cool elements.
it was Watchmen. He was doing Watchmen, guys. The setup entirely of Heroes is that they need that an explosion is going to happen in New York, And a lot of the people are like, no, we need to let it happen to unite everyone. He was doing Watchmen.
Also, I think the show you were thinking of was Dead Like Me.
Dead Like Me. Okay, there we go. Yeah. Dead Like Me. Yeah.
Because I'm looking at the shows. I was like, that's the only thing that I'm looking at.
There we go,
Seeing
yeah.
that's close.
Dead Like Me, which is a very funny show. Even if I got the title wrong earlier, where a character dies from one of the a toilet seat from the space station falling down in the atmosphere and killing her, and she
Jesus.
becomes a Grim Reaper.
God damn.
I believe Mandy Patinkin was on that show.
It also looks like he's working on his first movie, and he's writing and directing himself. It's called Dust Bunny. It's going to have Mads Mikkelsen, Sigourney Weaver, and David
That guy.
Desmal.
Yeah.
That guy.
Have you ever watched any or heard any of Pushing Daisies?
No.
So the premise is a person, if they touch someone dead, that they can talk to them.
Oh, it's Jonah Hex.
So it's like they bring them back to life. Like you touch them and bring them back, but if they touch them again, they're dead and they cannot bring them back again.
Is this just one person that can do it, or?
Yes.
Oh.
And basically, the dilemma of the whole episode is: do I touch the person I fall in love, who I've brought back to life?
You and your
Interesting.
kind are arrogant
It's a pretty good. It did not last long. It was. I'm pretty sure it was either a Fox or an NBC show, if I remember right. And it did not last long.
It was an
Might have been
it was an ABC.
Yeah, it was an ABC show. There.
Lasted for 2 seasons.
Yeah.
Who watched Deception?
Oh, that's a show I haven't thought of in a while. But anyway, I got all off on Brian Fuller. My hero's tangent was, so season 2, this guy, season 1 is set up Watchmen. They decided to go a different, the explosion doesn't go off, and they've set up all these storylines. And season 2 sets up with one of your characters stuck in the past, a bunch of your characters presumed dead. The thing about heroes is they always would start at a point and then they have an episode where they flash back and explain everything that happened in between. It gets really annoying in the later seasons. Really annoying. You're like, just start it off. Start it off. Come on.
The only thing that I really know about Heroes is that it almost got a video game and then it got canceled. That's the only thing I know about
and
it.
season 2 had this big arching story that then gets reduced to, I think, 11 episodes. It might even be 10 because of the writer's strike. And boy, season 2 is rough.
That's what I've heard. I've heard season 3 slightly better.
Season 3 doesn't prove it, but again, it's got this promise of like this setup of like basically it sets up as like this company that has been collecting all these powerful people. There's basically letting out all the most powerful super villains basically to all basically join up with a father, the Petrelli father, played by what's the name of his actor? Good actor, yeah, it's just messy. And then season 4 had was a circus, and it had Ray Park in it, and it wasn't particularly good. Great setup, man. Season 4 was a great setup. Wasn't particularly good. And then it got a reboot briefly. That also wasn't very good because they could only bring back some of the actors because a lot of them were like, no.
Yes, Heroes Reborn.
And it was an okay start that just, like a lot, basically what I'm saying is most Heroes seasons go, oh, that's interesting, that's good, okay, flashback happens, oh no.
According to the Deadline, in April 2024, a new series was in development called Heroes Eclipse.
Yes.
We'll see if that ever happens.
Heroes, great idea. Boy, it did not live up to it. So this has been quite an episode. We've talked about
Did we
DreamWorks.
talk about Batman at all
Not
this
very
episode?
much. But will we talk about Batman next time? I don't know. Find out.
Probably not knowing us.
Rob Schneider is the derpy derp the diddly derpy derpy derp. Rated PG-13.